All right, guys, we got a lot to cover this video. I want to go over this CTA thing that I was alluding to the last video, I think. Could be wrong. Let's go over the drop in the S&P. Let's go over the Bitcoin chart. Let's go over the Bitcoin flows and kind of what I'm seeing. So first things first, let's go over this picture here. What are we seeing? Forecast for 1 month. Basically, CTAs are going to keep selling. Um, and that's about it. I mean, the flows are basically going to keep selling until it looks like around OPEX 18th, a little bit before OPEX. Let me make this bigger for you guys. So, this is just something to keep in mind. CTAs are still selling. I do think we get a bounce soon, but if they keep selling like this, or basically just any rally is going to get sold, any um, dip is going to get kind of bought up. So just watch out for this. We might get some bracketed price action going into this week. No guarantees, but we'll see. Anyways, on the ES, what am I seeing? I wouldn't be surprised with kind of a throwback mean reversion, to be honest, uh, but we'll see. Um, you know, the, they don't normally go, straight down these kind of charts. Um, I guess this was COVID, but normally you'll get like a move down like this, and then you kind of get a bounce back that you can sell back into. So what I'm thinking, maybe we get the bounce that we can sell back into, maybe up to 57.87, but I don't know. We could just have volatility die out and we just kind of bracket here for a little bit, trade up and trade down, something like that. But I don't have a good read in the S&P right now. I was wrong on that last trade. I took a lick on those calls. So, it opened, we basically started nuking. We kept nuking and I just basically got out of them. So what are you going to do? Can't be wrong on all of them. Or sorry, can't be right on all of them. Now, let's go over Bitcoin. What am I thinking on Bitcoin? Um, Interesting area that we're in, I think. So yesterday I was talking about this trade here, actually. Was it here? I don't remember. I think it was here. Yeah, this 80K, or was it this? I think it literally was just this move here. Yeah, it was this 80K move. Um, so we got the move off 80K. I sold into the Sailor News before the open, on that long that I had, because I mean it's just no follow through. It's like Sailor's buying and then we just immediately like reverse. So I don't know. It didn't look great. Guys, I do think here is where the risk reward really starts to pick up for longs, but I don't, you're knife catching and you have a big zone here. This is the level I've been talking about for a while. Um, my last video, again, remember the base case was ranging in this 73 to like 93 area. If we break down into this other range, it could get kind of ugly. So we'll see. We'll see what equities do. I don't think the economy is in such a bad spot that, stocks just keep nuking forever. But again, we have the CTA sellers. So I guess I don't have a good read on the market right now. Um, I have a better read on Bitcoin. I don't think the S&P, I really know where it's going to go next. So I'm staying away on that one. Anyways, long story short, where am I looking on Bitcoin? Looking here, and I'm looking here. Again, areas, not lines. If we keep going down and we hold this or something, it's going to start looking good. I think it matters on what stocks do tomorrow. But you know, I'm just looking at a couple things. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's dependent on what stocks do, but I'm not totally bearish. I mean, you can't really be down here with the risk reward and the levels that we're at. It just doesn't make sense to. At least in my opinion, the short is not really there. But I mean, excuse me, I was saying that last video, and I mean, you got another, if you sold this, you got another 7% trade. So, you know, um, if you're looking for the short, keep going for it. Like, what am I to tell you not to short? But anyways, I'm going to be looking at previous all-time high in here. I mean, I think this is a good area to get involved. I bought some at 77. So yeah, I mean, we're seeing this order book depth. So this is 0 to 10%, 0 to 5%. Okay, excellent. Change much. So I mean, 5% and 10% is starting to stack. So what does that mean? It's just the depth away from price. That's all. If you guys, I mean, even if you like this indicator, you can do it with like a histogram. Tell. Ignore me. So, anyways, order book stack to the bid side, but I am remaining cognizant that we might get a couple stabs at this level. We might even come all the way down here, but I am bullish down here on Bitcoin, at least for some short-term relief, at least for a dead cat bounce, you want to call it. So that's what I'm looking for. Anything other than that I'm really trading? Not really. I mean, guys, Solana broke out of this range. It's really just got to get worse from here. Um, if we come back here, retest this, I could get bad. So be careful with your alts. ETH, uh, ETH looks awful. I mean, XRP is an interesting spot. I'm not going to touch this trash. We were talking about hype with the listing price. Let's see what happens down here, guys. Do we get the distribution and kind of engagement, whatever you want to call it, or do we just kind of drift lower and do this? 3, 3, 4. I'm just gonna mark this. I mean, stuff's at like support. So if we are gonna get a bounce, do it here, baby. Yeah, fill that IBIT gap. Okay. I mean, stuff doesn't look terrible. VIX kicking up. I mean, MSTR. ah, look at MSTR. But it's in this little block. I mean, if we do get like a dead cat bounce, I mean, this thing is gonna rip like crazy. And I wonder if calls are cheap on it now. So something to look at. Google also looks interesting, maybe as a buy. Huh. Let's see. Oh, this actually looks pretty interesting. What is this, the Trump pump? Yeah, it is. Huh. So retrace the whole Trump pump. I guess that's the theme, right? Everything just retraced the whole pump, the whole Trump pump. Okay. Huh, so Tesla's definitely looking interesting here now. Does it look like this? I mean, again, Tesla's not, it, stocks are not obviously driven by TA guys, so this is more. I feel like you could start to like get into a position in Tesla. I mean, this correction is just crazy. I wonder if calls are cheap too. Okay, I'm putting this one on my watch list. ETH can go out here. Guess this can go. Sorry. Uh, okay. All right. I mean, name of the game: Text getting slaughtered. I, I almost want to buy calls on this, but I don't know. We might just keep dipping and then I just get ran over again. But I'm gonna keep it on the radar. Again, interesting spot for Bitcoin, to say the least. Bitcoin has not given up its whole Trump pump yet. We're close, but not yet. So it's one of the only assets that hasn't done that. So I think it is interesting. Excuse me. In that regard, at least. And I think this is the year to get involved from here to 73. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and we keep dipping into this range. But I think the time to be a bear was at 105, 100, 200. I think you got to kind of flip a little bit down here. So are we setting up, you know, the mother of all shorts, and we get some tiny relief bounce? We come into here and then we just come back all the way to the lows. Yeah, maybe, but I think risk reward here is good. I think we had a huge down day yesterday in SPX, but the problem is the CTA sellers. I think we might have more, again, trend followers. So if it keeps dipping, they keep selling. So, all right. I guess I didn't really have a whole concise, master plan, but I mean, it is what it is, guys. Look, just point these levels on your chart, the 77 area, 73. If we get some dips in New York Open, you like the flows, check it out. That's what I'll be doing. I'll probably be staying away from stocks tomorrow. I kind of want to buy calls, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just brainwashed thinking every dip's just going to get bought up. But I don't think the economy is over just yet. I don't think the recession is here. I, I guess that's my thesis. I don't think the recession is here yet. CTAs might still be selling though. So do we have a positive news catalyst? Maybe CPI on Wednesday. So anyways, it's just a stream of consciousness, kind of how I'm thinking. You guys have any questions, throw them in the comments. All right, stay safe out there, guys.